The Keys to Unlocking Grant Funds with your host, Wink Winkleson.
Thank you very much. You are too kind. We have a humdinger of a show for you today, folks. We're going to dig into the 5 things you need to provide to the Office of State Budget and Management to receive your directed grants funds. And we have actual grant recipients here to tell you all about it. First, let's meet our guests. Meet Zoe, Executive Director of a nonprofit helping food insecurity. Meet Joey, Chief for his volunteer fire company. And meet Chloe, Financial Officer for her town. Let's start with Joey. Tell me how you got your start.
Well, my dad was a volunteer firefighter, and my granddad before him, and I...
No. I mean, with the grant your organization was given in the State Appropriations Act. How did you get started getting the grant money from OSBM?
First, I got an email from a grant administrator at OSBM telling me what they needed before they could send the money. Then they sent me a secure link we used to upload the documents.
Okay, I see. And what were those documents?
First, we sent them a W-9. Then we sent them an electronic payment form and a supporting document verifying the account number, so they had our banking information to send us the money.
Fascinating, Joey. And where did you get these forms?
They were on the OSBM website and in the email notification they sent us.
Hear that, folks? The OSBM website. Tell me, Zoe, was that your experience too? The email from OSBM and the secure upload link? What else can you tell us?
We also got an email and a secure upload link. After we submitted the W-9 and electronic payment form, we sent a copy of the conflict of interest policy and our statement of no overdue tax.
Wow, that sounds challenging. Tell us more.
We already had a conflict of interest policy signed by our board, and OSBM provided a form for the no overdue taxes. The OSBM website had all the information we needed.
All right, the first 4 documents were easy to complete and submit. But Chloe, tell us about the last document, the scope of work. I hear that one really gets people.
It wasn't hard. We looked at the text of the Appropriations Act that described what the grant money was for. Then our town manager and I wrote up a description of the project and how we'd use the money. Our grants administrator at OSBM offered to help us, but it was pretty easy. OSBM used our scope of work to create a grant agreement. So we had to make sure the scope covered all we planned to do with the grant funds, including any sub-grantees.
Okay, tell me about this grant agreement. Was it onerous? Did they make you promise to give back the money or pay interest if they didn't like your project?
No. As long as we use the money for the grant purpose in the Appropriations Act, we don't have to pay back any funds. If we ever have any questions about what we can or can't do, we just email our grant administrator, and they help us.
There you have it, folks. Everything you need to know about what to expect if your organization receives a directed grant administered by OSBM in a State Appropriations Act. The W-9, the electronic payment form, the conflict of interest policy, the no overdue taxes statement, and a scope of work. But that's not all. There's also a grant agreement.
Don't forget about the OSBM website.
OSBM also has trainings you can sign up for and watch.
And your OSBM grant administrator is a great resource if you have questions.